Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I've got a fun one for you. I've got guest Generic Pie with me.
Hey everyone, what's going on?
And we've got a game report that was in the Discord channel recently from Priceg335 against Dizzy. So we're going to cast this together. Neither of us knows anything about her. At least I don't know anything about it.
I also know nothing.
Excellent. So we just know that it's been touted as
It
a
is
good
it's a
game.
game of War of the Ring.
Second edition even. All right. So I loaded up here. They bid, and then Price took Free People with 2 tokens and drew into Thranduil's and Grey Company. So Thranduil's always nice, and Dizzy got Shadows on the Misty Mountains and Morgul Wound.
Ooh,
So
interesting.
allocated 1 eye, rolled 1 more, and got 2 musters. So that's nice, but kind of not much beyond that.
I'm really curious about this Free People's role.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They didn't roll 3 wills, and then they get quite versatile.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, Grey Company is, if you can't get Aragorn, is probably, like, the worst character card to get for Free People at the beginning.
Ooh yeah,
Thranduil's amazing, though, so...
yeah. Well, let's dive on in. See what fun awaits us. So Free People's Pass. Okay, good enough. Isengard to war. So far so standard. Thranduil's. Drawn to Last
Okay.
Battle in Faramir's. Faramir's always
Oh,
fun.
Faramir's tasty.
Palantir Palantir to Shadows. Yep. Wait. 2 regulars? You didn't want what? Oh, okay. And an Nazgul. Okay.
I'm not sure you can... I don't think you can even get regulars. I think it has to be elites, doesn't it? So...
Yeah. Well, man, that needs to be on the Do You Know War of the Ring apparently, because I'm like I don't remember. I
Yeah, that's true. I'm
assume.
not sure. Maybe it does say elites or regs. But
I
just
I would
assumed it would
assume
just
so, since most other muster things say that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But yeah, still an amazing card, especially before you move out. Fellowship moves, safe as always, unless it's a loam game. Moving out, interesting. Going for Lorien rather than figuring out Mordor. And a
Hmm.
token. Yeah, especially because you're not actually going to be able to hit them, even if Sauron was at war. Double move.
Yeah.
What do you think about that as opposed to muster the elves all the way to war?
Um, I think I think mustering the elves at this point is a lost cause. I think I would try to actually not muster the elves so that you don't give them an earlier Witch King. They have to work for their Witch King,
Mm.
and I would prefer to move twice.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I
Because I
guess
think
with the bonus
if there was like
elites.
another army, if there's another army that's like, in Southern Ravanian that's approaching Woodland Realm, then I'd be like, yeah, let's get these elves to war, baby. But in this situation where it looks like they're just going to charge to Lorien, yeah, just I'd move.
Well, so much for
And
Gladriel. Up, hit. One reveal.
oh,
That's kind of annoying because you don't want to kill Gandalf. You
mm,
do want to kill Gandalf.
okay, I guess that does give. I mean, the one benefit of killing Gandalf there is it gives a usage for that muster die
Gives a usage for the muster die.
because you can use it to hide now.
Ah.
Otherwise, what are you really doing with that muster die? Okay, I don't
Like
think moving the elves down
Gondor.
really does anything. You can get Gondor close to war, which is nice, but like I think you get more value out of it by hiding, personally.
No, yeah, that's a good point. And you make the shadow player choose whether or not to get a minion
Hmm.
and give you a shot at Gandalf. But Dizzy takes just doesn't
Yeah,
swing.
I think unless the other person is holding a will, I always just get yeah. I'd much rather get a Saruman.
Yeah, because it's what something like a 50% chance to get a will. I think it is on any
Yeah.
particular 4 dice roll.
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right.
Up, then muster
Oh, okay,
Zales.
that's interesting. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, I would have hidden there. I think.
yeah. I agree. This half measure of put them close to war. I mean, you'll get one more. You'll only get one more turn. Well, maybe two. Anyway, okay.
If I wasn't going to hide with the muster, I think I would have just kept Gandhi alive.
Yeah, because you're going to be real short on dice even if you do get Gandhi.
Yeah. You could even like change leaders next turn. I don't know. There's positives to both.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 bows.
Well,
Okay,
in time while the Fellowship's still west of the mountains.
Yeah.
Elven Cloaks is moderate. Shadow gets Flocks of Crebain, could be good through Moria and Hordes from the East, so a Deadly Strife is nice.
Okay. Ooh. Could actually get full value for Morgul Wound. Probably not now, but...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I presume that Price will probably hide straight away.
2 eyes rolled and only 1 attack. Oof.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah.
No will.
And 2 character moves through Moria against 3 eyes. It's like, I'm not sure you even really want to do that.
Yeah. What cards does the Shadow have again? Got 2 Palantirs.
So Phlox and Morgul Wound, if you get the Morgul Wound.
I mean, given they've been revealed pre-Moria and there's 3 eyes in there, you could play the Phlox and actually try and if you play the Phlox now, you've got a very good chance of getting hit into Moria.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good play.
I don't usually like Phlox, but it's a good time to use it here, I think.
Yeah. Especially with Gandhi dead for not much corruption.
Yeah, and I think the 3 people have to move, even against 3 eyes, otherwise they're going to be too slow. So you're kind of like... Yeah, I think it's actually a nice play.
Well, and they hid with the C rather than anything else, so that's a little interesting.
I think that's smart. I think you don't want to move twice this turn, so you might as well use the C to hide.
Yeah, and if you're going to play Elven Cloaks, you can do it just as easily with the Palantir anyway, so... okay. The 1 army move. Okay, yeah, go ahead and get your reroll. Oh, never mind. Thinking about it. Yeah, I would say get the reroll. I wouldn't say do it with the Isengard guy. I'd say do it with the Sauron guy, but...
For me, since you've got 2 Palantirs, you don't really have much to do with them. I think I would actually, rather than do that, I would use that army movement somewhere else and actually instead of doing that, play Phlox. Because then you effectively get 3 rolls on 5s.
Yeah, it's better to... If you're going to do Phlox, or at least if you're considering it, that would get you... If you're trying to get them into Moria, that's what I'm trying to say. Phlox has a better chance of doing it than the 1 reroll.
And when you've really got few army movements, do you really want to be using a precious army movement on one little dude? I don't know.
No,
if I didn't have Phlox in hand, I would do it. But with Phlox, I think draw a card and then
That's true, and you haven't even moved anything to Moria. All right. Oh well, okay. Never they do it. Okay. Fellowship abandons.
Oh, okay. So not moving this turn. Interesting. Okay.
So Mary mysteriously moves sideways. Well, this begins the fun. Elves to war.
Okay, that means Witch King. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't like the elves, because it gives like the Shadow wouldn't have had Witch King this turn, otherwise.
Oh, sorry. They moved Sauron to war. I was like, wait a minute, that was the Shadow turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The elves are not... Okay, I take it back.
Fellowship Pass. Draw into fighting Uruk-hai. I mean, it's a good card, but now you don't have your Isengard guy to... But, I mean, Lorien's going to fall. That's not a problem. So, but save it for later. Okay. Thinking... Puts the elves to war. Yeah. I mean, there's not another attack coming, so you get your 1 muster, but...
Wait.
Yep.
What? You willingly put the elves to war, and then you don't get the Witch King with the
die? Yeah. That's oof. I think
that's 2 mistakes. I think 1 putting the elves to war when the other person has a muster die is a mistake, and then not getting the Witch King is an even bigger mistake.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Probably just on autopilot, like, well, I guess I get the S&Es towards war,
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, you can make the argument that it's a worthwhile trade-off because you can get a muster in early next turn into Lorien, but I would at least wait until the other person's maybe used the muster. You do it like the last second. Maybe Price is worried about them having Ring Racer Abroad or something like that.
Well, and especially if you... Because you've had a couple opportunities to play Phlox here. You could have done the Palantir first to play Phlox, saving the muster to see what happens with Mary to see if they have the Fear Fire foes that they're kind of showing. Because then the Witch King's even better.
That's true.
Anyway.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, because if you hold they could have got two nations respectively to war.
So activating them really doesn't matter, and then Phlox goes into play. Okay, so Free Peoples draws into File and Kindred.
Nice.
So that's good. Shadow gets Nazgul Search. That could be pretty good for Moria.
That's amazing. That is like arguably the best card to have in this situation.
Especially with Morgul Wound in hand.
The only guaranteed reveal that you could have into Moria, I think, right?
Short of the Balrog, but even then it's not guaranteed, but yeah.
And also multiply again. Okay, that's a bit late. Yeah, kind of awkward cards to Free People. Don't really love the cards. I don't particularly like getting all the tile drawing cards early on. It's kind of...
Yeah, especially as Free People.
Yeah.
So if you had to guess right now, who would you say is in the lead? Shadow or Free?
Good question. I think if the Shadow had got the Witch King, I would say definitely the Shadow. I think Lorien looks doomed. The only thing is, now that Elves are at war, where are you going to get your victory points? I mean, I'd probably look at doing like Horde from the East and trying to get a cheap Erebor. But the danger with that, but you probably got to do that quickly with the North at war now, so that's kind of dangerous. Yeah, that might be a bad idea actually. Probably looking at Gondor and Rohan with the North and the Elves at war. Probably going to have to go Gondor and Rohan.
Yeah,
it's just going to be a mess. If you try and go anywhere else at this point, it's going to be a mess actually. Yeah.
You might be able to pick up just one thing and do maybe just Dale or something, but yeah.
I've also got a strong whiff of Free People military shenanigans with early North to war, untouched elves, Dewline. Like I could see Dol Guldur getting charged into.
That's
maybe
true, but Orcs multiplying will help with that.
Depends if the Shadow is cognizant of that and uses Orcs multiply again or holds it like defensively, because often, if you're thinking, oh crap, I could be under free military pressure, you keep cards like Orc must multiply again. If you're just kind of like, I'm just going to do the Shadow military thing, you just throw it into Lorien and hope to get a cheap Lorien.
Yeah, you onslaught or something, yeah.
Exactly, and then you pay the price later, maybe.
I think I agree. I think Free Peoples is favored, although they're very slow, so leaning towards more of a military victory would be better. All right.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty even right now, overall.
Trying to keep it to less than a 3-hour video, despite me being the one derailing us.
I think the CodeCom thing naturally makes these things go longer.
2 more eyes rolled. 1 eye allocated, 2 more rolled. Plenty of movement this time, so that's nice. I don't know why. I think they just clicked the wrong thing. And there's Gandalf and a lot of character dice.
Ah, God, that sucks.
And you put the elves to war for nothing, because
that is a horrible roll. I mean, that's a really unfortunate roll, because you put all that effort to get the elves to war. I think Price used a token and at least...
Yes.
Is it a token and 2 dice?
Yeah, I mean, he manually mustered them all the way.
Because they haven't been attacked, so he's completely manually mustered them. And now the turn when all that effort was basically to get a guy into Lorien.
Yeah.
And you don't do it. Which kind of goes back to my original point, is you want to make the Shadow... If the Shadow isn't going for 2 strongholds, I'd rather make them work for it. But yeah, that sucks for Price. And now obviously you have to get Gandalf. I mean, the only other option that Price has is actually get Aragorn.
You could. That's true.
You could get Aragorn and go hardcore.
The other thing you could do if you wanted to be completely spicy, you could put Gandalf in Woodland Realm.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm not against that. With a roll like this, I mean, I think you're obliged to get Aragorn. He's got Phlox, 3 eyes. You've got all this movement. I think, is he still holding Grey Company?
Yes, I think so.
So how many dice does he need?
Grey Company.
So wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess you could.
You need them all. Okay,
you still need to kind of actually move once to be honest.
You way overdraw on Grey Company, even if you did play it. Or you could just get Gandalf, put File, put Elven Cloaks, maybe move once.
Yeah. Given the way the game's going, I think I would go fuck it, let's get Aragorn.
Yeah, especially with all this military shenanigans
The
possible.
fact that you're holding Grey Company and the fact that he's got flocks
Mm,
on the table and he's rolled all these eyes and yeah, I would do that.
nice. All right. What does he do? Spends the one will to get the elite. Ooh.
That was the other option. I mean, if you're going to use the will to do anything other than get Aragorn, that's the play. You got to do it there in Lorien.
Really?
Yeah.
Even over Gandalf?
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah, obviously Gandalf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. That was my original point. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, what are we doing here? Why are we
Oh.
taking 2 turns?
Oh, he's going to use a ring. He undid.
Oh, he
Kept the
undid.
will.
Yeah,
Used
yeah.
a ring to get the elven elite. That makes more
Okay.
sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Lorien is, of course, put under siege.
The only thing with that though is that like, look at the size of that army, bro.
Yeah.
Like that, Lorien is doomed.
And you don't even
regardless,
have
I think.
amazing. I mean, you have one daylight. It's not like you can put Gandalf and
Well,
Lorien and hope it to hold, kind of thing.
I mean, we've both seen more ridiculous stuff happen, so maybe it will make a difference. But
You saw
but yeah,
Romsteel's.
it's not looking good. Oh yeah, I did see Romsteel. That was insane. Yeah.
All right. Pass. The Witch King comes in now. Okay, so better late than never. Fellowship moves against Phlox.
Ooh, they're gonna get revealed.
Phlox is being used, and 3 hits.
Triple. Yeah, yeah.
At 201.
Oh, okay. Well, great toll.
Well,
That's good.
it would be good
Hopeful.
except for the Nazgul search,
Oh yeah, good point. Good point.
right? Which surely you
Yeah,
play.
use the pattern hit. Yeah, perfect.
And then
Good
you
shout.
empty out your Nazguls from the Mordor. Oh, okay, you don't. You leave the Barad-dûr guy. Okay, that's fine. You already got a 5 stack in Lorien, so yep. They're revealed. Get an eye, sure.
Classic.
And then they'll just, of course, hide.
Yep.
Hit Lorien. Yep.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I think this is again. I'm kind of splitting hairs here, but I think it would have actually been a wise play to wait for, because Price is not going to move twice, right? It's
Right.
like through that, Price probably is going to not move twice. By using the Nazgul search straight away, now Price has a good use for that character die. Otherwise, Price doesn't have anything really to do with that. I mean, I suppose he'll probably end up playing a blue tile, but I think you might have actually got better value out of.
You're right. You're
waiting
waited out,
to play
and
that
then
Nazgul search.
and you might even
Yeah.
draw it into a tile drawing card, which could keep them in Moria, kind of things.
Yeah,
I like that. I wouldn't have
Like,
thought of that. That's a good idea.
it's a tiny difference, but it just that dice economy can make a difference. You know, it means that Price has to use a die next turn to hide the Fellowship rather than this turn.
True. Lorien gets hit. I'm not going to spend too much time on cards since we're spending so much time elsewhere. So the Horde from East is spent versus advantageous, so that's good.
Cool.
And
What do we got?
well,
Ooh,
one.
that's okay.
No more. Just the one. Versus.
No. It's a 3.
Oh yeah, because it's only on combat roll. You are correct. So 3 versus 4, so not terrible.
With an army that size, it should be fine.
And actually, kind of like you were saying, I personally wouldn't have spent the Elven regulars here. I would have just taken the elites and just called it a day.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess sometimes it can be beneficial to weaken a big fat army in Lorien, so it then can't come down south and screw up Rohan.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would have given
I
up.
think those regs could have been good value elsewhere.
Especially with just the 2 elites left, like all you have to do is move slightly towards Woodland Realm. You'll put 1 or 2 there, and then just go return around and go get Rivendell. So Witch King draws into King is revealed. Okay, maybe just a relentless strategy versus strategy. Relentless is spent.
It's relentless. That's a really awkward. With the army has shrunk massively. Actually, I didn't realize it had shrunk that much.
Yeah, relentless for 1. Yeah, you're right. It's shrunk more than I would have thought.
I think 1 is reasonable.
Yeah. Versus the daylight is always a little. Yep.
1 hit.
Well, but that's a
1
slight.
hit. Oh no, that's
overroll.
no hits. That is no hits. Should be 1 more reroll though for Dizzy, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll get it. Looks like they missed it.
I think that was confusing because that shouldn't have been any hits for Dizzy, but there should have been 1 more roll.
Well, he relentless for whoa, yeah. There should have been one
So
more roll.
because of the daylight, the 3s all
Yeah.
miss, and then the 4 and 5 are on the reroll, so that's on 6s.
Yeah, so it does look like
So
one missed roll there, but even then it's a 201 versus 305. Maybe you hit, maybe you don't, and it's only on 6s, so we'll assume they missed. Gandalf comes into Fangorn, and actually, for all of our talk about Lorien, give up on Lorien, Lorien's actually held the line.
It's true.
One Celeborn's away from being a giant problem.
Putting the regs in there has been justified, so yeah, fair play. That's a good decision.
Orcs multiplying again. Yep, decent card. Oh, it's sad to spend a hybrid on it, but you kind of need the guys in that area now.
Yep. I think there's maybe an argument there for like not press. If you had that extra die, maybe you'd rather not press, keep the extra elite and Lorien once it got a bit tight, and then
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Not going for glory and just taking that little bit more time, and then you don't have to remuster when it fails.
I like that thought process. And you're short on cards anyway. So spending the extra card was actually kind of painful.
I would have been more tempted to not press, then do it again, and then use an onslaught. Use the fighting Uruk-hai onslaught and just try and finish
just
it
get
off.
it done. Or even spend the relentless, but on a second thing so you can redraw for it.
Yeah.
Gwai here and through a day and a night. No companions. I mean, Mary. I guess Mary's out, so through a day and a night for something shenaniganery with free people or North at War. That could be good.
It's like that. Mary's out.
Shadow gets Orc Patrol. Oop, nice in Moria. And Shadow is moving. You're almost in range of doing that, and 4 moves right now would be quite nice. So, yep. All right.
That would be very nice, actually. Yeah.
1 eye allocated, 1 eye rolled. So good roll for Shadow, and very versatile for free people.
Yeah, free people have to move the Fellowship straight away.
Yeah,
because
you don't have Power Too Great, you don't have Celeborn's, which would be the only things I would think that would stop me from doing that right now.
Very true. Yeah.
Goes in, spends a
mess
C.
around.
Okay. And is safe.
Still Orc Patrol him though.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yep.
And draws a 1. Oof. Okay.
Well, not ideal. I'd say it's been unlucky for Dizzy. The tiles have been pretty terrible the last 3 tiles, but getting some pretty weak tiles out of the pool.
And I think you were mentioning this in one of your recent videos. Actually, this is really actually maybe the best thing because you're gonna hit them later. And
what would have been best would be getting the 0 reveals and then revealing and getting the second tiles.
Obviously, second tile is good, but what I'm saying is when you draw 1s like this, the free people basically just has to keep taking 1s, 2s, and then the 3s and 2s still hit for their full effect later.
Yeah, as long as you can actually roll get a good number of hits via the hunt, it can really screw up the Fellowship later on. Yeah.
Free people passes. Sure, I'd be tempted to spend a will just so I was out of wills when the SNEs went to war, but not that it matters a whole ton. A regular in Dale and a regular in Bree. There we go. The North at War and Mary and Bree with through day and a night. That might be actually happening.
Mischief ahoy.
An elite in Moria. Sure. Yeah.
Guess I'm probably going to get maybe a Shadows moving with that hybrid die.
Gondor down. Okay. There's the Shadows moving. Yep.
I guess it's fine. I don't like using a hybrid die to play a Palantir, but then you don't know you're going to roll a Palantir next turn, so.
Yeah, and I mean it's kind of a better hybrid already, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, you could use a ring on the hybrid, then it would be a Palantir. Moves out the 2 places, leaves a guy in Moria just in case. Moves out Gorgoroth. Interesting. Okay.
I guess he's wary about the guys in Bree. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely leaving a guy, and got to be the Sauron guy because you want the Isengard guy and Lorien just in case. But yeah, so it's pretty standard. The Gorgoroth, I'd be maybe tempted to put South Rune to East Rune, Well, you spent the horde from the east, so you don't have that anymore. Yeah, never mind.
I think I reckon what this is probably thinking is Jew not going anywhere near Jew.
Yeah.
For the
Why
reasons I said
bother?
earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're separating from the
right
Fellowship.
here.
Is this crowning Strider?
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby.
that's nice. I like it. I hadn't processed that with that card. And then who do we need to be leader of the Fellowship? Someone needs to be leader. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, we'll get to it in a minute. There we go.
The Shadow military is going very slowly.
Yeah. Getting on 6 dice. Oh man, it just feels so good as free people.
You've had very good tile luck, and you're going to have to probably make the Fellowship go slow anyway.
And with elves, North, and Gondor at war, like, oh man, what do you even do as Shadow?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Legolas is going to lead them through the mines. The Lorien is hit again, no card.
I think I'd rather wait rather than no card it. I think.
Yeah, you're not in a real hurry. I would say get to Dagorlad. Regardless of whether you're going north or west, you need that army not in Morannon more than you need Lorien to fall right now.
Yeah, I think there's a chance that
Ooh, well, no through day and
held through day and night. In a game where you've got Aragorn, I'd probably keep through day and night.
And Merry and Bree. I was kind of joking earlier, but also kind of not.
Yeah, if you get some good mustering going in Bree, you could do a through day and night to Hollin.
There was mild confusion, so that's good. So, one incoming, 2 outgoing.
Tricky one now. You won.
And he stopped, so...
Okay.
Path of the Woses, which is kind of backwards. You would prefer Gondor could go to Rohan's help right now. And I will go alone, which you've already separated a good few people. Probably don't want to do that again.
Daring Defiance could be good.
Daring is good because you got Aragorn in play. So Shadow gets Breaking, which actually, if you hit that and then don't die to a Free People's military, could be quite good.
Slightly risky to play in a game like this, though, I think.
Yeah, the Dread and Despair is probably better. And then a Swarm of Bats, so that's nice. Or you could go to Angmar and then go kill Bree. Go get that Hobbit. Obviously, Fellowship declares out. Turn 5, still Free People's. Who do you think, Free People or Shadow player?
Well, it's an awkward one. I mean, the Free People have all the military advantage. Lorien has taken up all of the time and energy. Everything else is going to be able to get mustered. I think it's going to kind of come down to, how careful the Shadow is defensively against Free People military stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I was a Shadow in this situation, I'd probably be pivoting to more of a corruption strategy.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like your military is so behind and it's going to be a nightmare. And also now that Aragorn has... Strider has left the Fellowship. The Fellowship could be pretty slow. They could be vulnerable. There's some big tiles left in the pool. I think I'd be leaning towards corruption and just trying to slowly, grind down the military.
And be very careful in the north with Moria and Dol Guldur.
Yeah, I think that's why they left the 3 in Dol Guldur rather than sending them to Lorien with the Shadows moving.
Yeah,
because they're worried about defending that.
Yeah, I think it's still pretty even, but I would say Free People's has got a strong option here.
On 6 dice, I think, yeah. As long as they go slow with the Fellowship, I think they've got a good shot here.
All right. Shadow rolls 2 more eyes. They've been very consistent about that. Decent roll otherwise. Actually, those musters are nice right now. And pretty varied roll. The Palantirs for Free People are not fantastical.
Given the way this game is going, that's not bad. I mean, Faramir's will probably get used this turn. You've got 3 musters to get your military going. You only want 1 character dice this turn.
Yeah.
So it's actually not a bad roll. On paper, it looks terrible, but in the context of this game, I think that's quite a nice roll for the.
I think you're right, and even the Grey Company could get played if you really want.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah. Get that Grey Company in, mate. Good stuff.
All right, so begins with the move. Yep.
Gotta move. Yeah.
Up gets hit.
No rerolls.
To reveal.
No, I gotta lose an elf.
Ooh, and then Morgul Wound.
No, right. Boy. Yeah, 100% Morgul Wound it. Got a Morgul Wound it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. See, that's
All
yeah,
value.
that's starting to look pretty juicy.
And now you probably don't want to use a ring to hide, so he could play breaking and try and again that could
Yeah.
go two different directions. But
Ooh, great
I'd
company.
be I mean, would you play breaking?
I
You put a bunch of dudes on the map potentially, but you really, really screw up the ring game for the free people if you get a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, you have a ballpark 50-50 to get
Yeah,
four
there's a lot
four
of
or
good tiles
five
in there.
corruption.
There's 5, like, and even the 4 with the break with the 1 is handy.
Well, so yeah. So the one, although it's a reveal and it's a little sad to throw that out, but it's the 1 is now a 2, 2s are now 4s, the 3s are now 5s. As far as breaking is concerned,
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. And
but then
I think I would do it.
you would have to
I mean,
hunker
obviously,
the heck down because then a Free People's Military victory is coming.
they're going to have no choice, aren't they? But a Shadow should still win that if they're careful. They should be able to just defend, play it
Especially with
slow.
4 musters showing. I might even play the breaking and then just muster. Nothing else.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Great Company gets played in the only place you can. King Brands is drawn.
Brand.
That's nice.
We could get a full assault on Dolgado this game, I think.
Swords and Ariador is not terrible. I Will Go Alone gets discarded. That, sure.
Yep.
I might have considered the Swords and Ariador.
He's going to do it,
but,
isn't he? It's coming. Breaking.
Yep.
Yep.
But it's a 0.
0.
Yeah.
I mean, gets a good tile out.
Especially with Gollum getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
Gondor towards war. Palin, you can't. Oh, you. What? Yeah, you can't do that. You can't draw a card there. Attacking Lorien, no card. Ooh.
Risky.
Deselects. Okay. Sudden strike. Oof. Sure, I guess.
Worth a shot, I think, in this situation.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh.
And the shadow
Okay,
gets
one on the
there.
reroll. Nice.
So, okay. Lorien has finally fallen. King Brands with the muster, I would definitely be using. Well, I guess you're saving the Palantir for Faramir, but I would have used the Palantir because
Yeah, because you're probably not going to get Faramir's this turn.
yeah, Círdan's is drawn, so that's good. Moves out to go sit on the Fellowship. Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah. Only moving those guys? Where are the other guys going?
West Torondor, so in the
I'm
south.
surprised you wouldn't send more armies south than just the
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Maybe send the elite south as well.
yeah. Although I kind of, for all our talk about free people stuff, I would say leaving them closer to Moria might be good.
Yeah.
Gondor starts doing their thing. Muster in Orthanc, 2 upgrades. Yeah,
I think that's good. Yep. You might be able to still get a cheap
Rohan. Yeah, that's true. Of all the Rohan's the only thing that's cheap now. So
Yeah.
Swords and Ariador is played, okay, and draws into Spirit of Mordor. So Scouts is excellent.
Ooh. Could
And
use
then
that on
an
Lorien.
elite in Moria.
Maybe take everyone in Lorien.
Yeah, that north is a 3-2-1 between them. So
There's quite a meaty, northwestern force. The Hobbits are really building up an army up there.
more if Rivendell joins in the fun. So they draw into Wisdom of Elrond, and there's another way. Obviously, there is another way is excellent. Shadow gets Ring Wraiths or Abroad and Pits of Mordor. Perfect cards for this scenario.
Yeah, I'd probably hold on to Pits of Mordor as like a last ditch
Emergency.
break the glass in case of emergency.
Yeah. Throws out Wisdom of Elrond. Yeah, probably. I'd consider throwing the cloaks, but probably. You might need all the help you can get on the Fellowship. So, 1 eye allocated, 2 eyes rolled. Oh my goodness, what a roll for free people.
Okay, well, this is probably the role where you play all of your tile cards.
Yeah, it's probably a little early to start the Free People military victory.
It's mad that Dizzy keeps only allocating 1 eye and still has 3 eyes rolled every turn. I
Every
think Dizzy
turn.
must be plus like 6 on eyes or something.
It won't show for the viewers, but it won't show for me. No. So +3 on eyes. So
only +3. Okay, maybe there was a turn where they didn't roll any eyes, but it feels like it's been very, very positive on eyes.
yeah. All right. In a half-hearted attempt to go faster. A will gets played up. The North is doing their thing, so the Shire is headed out.
Interesting.
Under command of General Mary. An elite into Moria. We're panicking. Fellowship hides.
Where do you go with that army? That's the tricky thing, because Gundabad and Moria, like, they're both kind of no-go zones, to be honest. I don't see.
Shadows has been played.
Keep building up the army, but like, there's no clear target right now.
Yeah, especially with through a day and a night gone.
I think that's why I would have held on to it for situations like this.
Early pits, you didn't have other things you wanted to play, so I hear that. It's not terrible. You make Moria perfect, you make Gundabad perfect, you make Minas Morgul perfect.
I think okay, I did say hold on to that card, but I mean, there is a decent argument for just going really slow, focusing on corruption, just defending everywhere as Shadow.
Yeah. I think that was a decent use, especially with nothing else you want to play. File goes in.
Strong safety first use, I think.
File goes in, but it shouldn't be in the pool.
Ooh, Fords. Hello.
Used. Okay, Fords. Ooh. Card.
Sure
you have the Swarm of Bats. Will he scouts into the Swarm of Bats? He will.
It looks like
so
he
that's
will.
Nice.
Okay. Now you just need some 6s.
And honestly, they're. Yeah. Okay.
I never like this play when it's this small of an army.
Yeah, and with Gandalf and Fangorn. That's...
It's Gandalf and Fangorn with... like, that army cannot take over the whole of Rohan, even with the Fighting Arrow high in hand.
Yeah. With the leader reroll, you clear forwards, so that's actually... It's still early. All you've done is put Rohan down 1, so actually it worked out okay.
But I presume they're going to attack and then play Fighting Arrow this turn, which will put the Rohan...
And just take HD out.
And then that means, in theory, Price can use... At least... Well, can definitely muster in Rohan.
Yeah, Path went out, so no Path of the Woses. Free People's Thinks. Complete... Undoes. Elven Cloaks. Okay. Sure. Yep. Sure. Okay.
Makes sense.
Shadow.
Now
out from Daggerled and over from Rune. South Rune.
That's a rare move, but I guess if you're not going due, you might as well make use of that Rune army.
Yeah, and with Aragorn there, it's going to be a bit of a slog getting him down. Gondor musters an elite Minas Tirith. Yep. HD.
That was quite smart, actually, to wait rather than... Because now they won't be able to muster... Price won't be able to muster.
Yeah, so that's actually decent. It feels like a half measure, but it's probably decent.
I still think this could be a mistake, though.
Ooh, and then you don't move. You spend the will putting a guy in Pelargir and a guy in Bree. I would have moved there for sure.
Yeah, I guess you probably want to keep moving once per turn to keep that thread alive.
And then fighting Uruk-hai, as you suggested, is assumably on HD. Yep. So here we go. And the one hits got versus none back. So that's nice.
Okay, but now, presumably what's going to happen unless Price gets an insane roll, he can get at least 2 musters into Edoras, and that's going to be too much for that army to handle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And actually, just as a thought, if you're going to spend the dice playing the blue tiles, you should spend the dice moving. Because otherwise the blue tiles will literally do nothing if you never hit Mordor.
Yeah, I think I would have put the blue tiles in and moved once last turn.
Yeah. Elven Rope and Book of Mazarbul. I don't see the Mazarbul happening, but it would be fun. Shadow.
That would be kind of cool. I mean, with the... Yeah, I mean, if you really... to be honest, given the precarious situation, or the precarious situation of the Fellowship, maybe you do just go Mazarbul.
Yeah,
maybe you go Mazarbul and just go insane and just go hard on Gundabad with the guys in. Yeah,
Well, the downside to that would be they get the mouth.
That's true. That is true. A very early mouth.
They do draw a lure, so that's nice. And Return to Valinor, which you can do for the top half.
Yes.
as opposed to a deadly strife in a game where you desperately need military cards. So 1 eye allocated, 3 more rolled. Oh man,
Okay.
versus 6 free people dice.
Maybe now we're at +5 or 6 eyes. Yeah, and that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I can take a quick glance. +4 still. So something about the statistics there. They're short on hybrids and armies.
Okay, yeah, the military has been slow.
Uh,
Okay, what do we got here?
Palantir Kierden's ships. Sure, why not?
Okay,
That
fair enough.
actually, that's your last 2 elves though.
I think I would have prioritized mustering the Rohan in Edoras personally, or at least getting one into Western Met and one into Edoras to
Yeah.
slow down any potential. I mean, I'm not sure if the Shadow is even going to bother trying to take over the rest of Rohan, though, having said that.
Yeah,
Now he is. Okay, mustering an Orthanc.
elite
Okay,
manually
yeah.
mustered. A sword for Elven Rope, I would definitely just be moving and see if you need the other sword to hide.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair shout.
Especially before they do anything. Saruman muster puts regs in all 4. I don't know what you mean by all 4.
Yeah, I was thinking Gap Rohan as well.
I guess if it was Comb, you could muster in Minas Tirith, or in Helm's Deep, rather.
Oh, can you?
If you corrupt Theoden, Helm's Deep becomes an Isengard stronghold.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
A regular in Westamnet and a leader in Edoras, sure. I think you need the HP at this point, but the leader's always good. Shadow, Westamnet, yep. So
Yeah, that's pretty. You've kind of, pretty why you need the HP, right?
no hit from the Westamnet guy. Obviously, you have to leave a guy just in case. So you muster an elite, a regular, and a regular in fold because they can't take both locations. So you have a place to retreat to, and then muster up.
And then muster again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still worried. I think the numbers might hurt price here a little bit. Although I guess getting the leader reroll does help.
Upgrade the 2 regulars in Orthanc, so you're going to come take Rohan out.
Wait, what did Dizzy use that with a hybrid? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't like giving. Oh, I suppose they've got a ring. They could use the ring to attack.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Draw into Celeborns, which is a daylight.
I think they really do not want to. Whatever they do not want to give the Rohan another chance to muster in either of those. They need to attack.
Oh, and with
Wraiths.
ring wraiths.
Okay.
Yeah, that's excellent. So stack up all the places.
But they're not. But they're not attacking.
But they're
Rohan,
not attacking. So, and the Daggerled army is going sort of north to go help kill Rohan. Actually, that's not terrible.
No, that's not bad.
You clear Rohan and then swing down.
I just feel like that still gives Rohan the chance to muster twice more.
Yeah.
And then Rohan's really getting big, and they're defending on 6s, and it could just get. Yeah, I'm
Very much sadness could ensue. Oh, and Aragorn moves out. We're not going to move with the Fellowship.
All right.
Buff up Osgiliath. All right. Draw into Athelas and Help Unlooked For. Who knows? Help Unlooked For, maybe that helps. Black Captain Commands, excellent draw. And Many Kings, both great draws right now. Interesting. All right. It's, yeah,
Maybe,
things are spicing up.
Maybe the Shadow wants to use Deadly Stripe into Edoras.
Do you think you would keep allocating 1 eye? The Fellowship hasn't moved in a while. Do you think you'd risk a 0 eye?
No, I would definitely have at least 1 eye. And in a game where like corruption is kind of your best hope of winning.
Yeah.
Like this decade.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, rolls 2 more again. And some decent rolls for both sides. Honestly, the Palantirs for free could be decent.
Ooh, well, we could get some Anduril action. That would be cool.
Ooh, that'd be nice. I like that. Put an elite in Edoras. Yep.
Yep. And now he's going to combine. Yep, but then you're going to another muster.
Yep.
And that's a big old army.
Regular and fold. Thinking about it.
Still,
Elite in
yeah,
Edoras.
I'd still get another elite. Get rolling on 5s. Get a HP in there.
Comes down to
Ooh,
Druid.
okay.
And, maybe a free Minas Tirith. I like that.
Oh.
And get the.
And you also, if you don't get a free Minas Tirith, you can then surround the Edoras army by attacking into
and then really do them in.
as well.
I like that. That's actually good. And then everybody abandons Aragorn and Osgiliath, which is always a little cheap, but makes sense. Ooh, and then out of Edoras. You don't have a
That's
scouts. You're gonna risk.
Well, I guess I mean the thing is, it's
But if the
that
shadow
army
just
is
like,
just kind of screwed. Like
yeah,
I thought that army was going to be a nuisance in Edoras, but if the shadow's been quite smart and if it surrounds it, then
but they
that
don't.
army
They
is
use a
kind of
C, so they risk it getting out. Well, I guess if you don't press, as long as you don't press. But then no card on the attack. Surely you have something worth the Great Host, the
they're
deadly.
worried about a
Honestly,
scout.
the
That's,
deadly
they're
strife.
probably no, they're too worried about the scouts, aren't they?
Oh, that's it. They're worried about scouts. Well, then don't attack. Box them in. And advantageous is excellent here. So the shadow gets 2 natural hits even against advantageous, which is nice. Ooh,
That
nothing
is
back.
really bad. Really.
Now
bad.
don't press. No, don't. No. Yeah, that's exactly what. Oh, you were attacking from west of that. Oh, okay, fine. Yep.
So now where did the
You
Rohan
done
go?
goofed.
Rohan can probably go for Lorien now.
What? Why are we athelasing? Surely you attack Parth Celebrant. Okay. Well, you heal 3, so or
That's good. That gives
2,
that gives,
heal 2. So
It's very very lucky. That helps the ring game if
yeah.
the Fellowship ever
Okay.
move again.
Black Captains with your Palantir. That's good. You stack Druiden fully and then attack
Easton
Easton
Met.
Met. No card. If they didn't have a scouts before, they don't have it now. I would great deadly strife them into the ground. But if you just roll 3 hits, that's a good start. 3 versus 2. Do you press? You press, and then they.
The Rohan army's kind of useless now. I mean, the Rohan army has wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, their biggest help right now would be just running in circles, and they're no longer in a
problem, I
Rohan
think,
region, so the ents don't work on them.
The only problem is that because you've wasted a lot of time, Shadow Dice, but the Fellowship hasn't moved at all during this time.
Yeah,
so
you've
you're wasting
gained
time,
nothing.
but you're not gaining anything. That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it has gained the fact that like now Gondor is a nightmare.
Yeah, but it kind of you haven't actually done anything over in Gondor since Rohan was attacked. Western Brown lands from Witch King. Okay, so just continuing to chase the army, no card. It's really too bad you're not cycling cards here. 3 hits, they're gone. 3 hits taken is annoying, but you'd rather they were dead.
It's always good to see a fight in Western Brownlands.
And you've got a full stack with wargs once you stack up here, so that's nice.
That poor guy in Edoras is just
What
like,
are we rolling?
guys.
The Fellowship moved
Hey!
and got hit twice for their
sucks.
troubles against an eye. Oh, geez. So Gimli takes one for the team. They go to Western Brownlands, former home of the Rohan army.
Oh, some good Western Brownlands action today.
And Lure could be played if you wanted the ring desperately, but I wouldn't bother. Okay, so they're just gonna keep stalking. I would not go to Eastern Brownlands. I would consolidate in Westamnet.
I think he's trying to get rerolls?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Oh no.
Oh, what are you doing, man? Okay, Westamnet can take Rohan, and this can start moving back towards Gondor.
Yeah, the tricky thing is that army is quite small now. I guess that army will join up with the army in
in Daggerlad.
Daglad.
That'd be decent enough to hold off Free Peoples.
Yeah, and then you still got 10 HP back up in Minas Morgul if that goes really, really badly.
Ooh,
So
Free People get Riders of Theoden, which probably won't be enough, but it's best you were going to hope for.
probably use up most of the Rohan force pool at this point.
That's probably a good point. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
wow,
no.
they're short on everything.
True, actually, yeah.
Shadow gets on they went, and mustering's a long-planned war. Might actually be worth the troops. Kills Faramir's.
Oh, that feels sad.
Yeah, I would have gone for the help unlooked for, I think.
I guess the issue with Faramir's is that if you use Faramir's, Aragorn's there, and then it puts an army in Aragorn, and then Aragorn can die.
Yeah, Faramir kills Aragorn on accident.
That would be a very Faramir
That's
thing
a good
to do,
point.
to be fair.
One eye allocated. Will it be the first round you don't roll 2 eyes? Just one more. So that's perfect for the rerolls. And the Free Peoples gets a good running roll if they really want it.
Yeah,
Do
I
they have
think the
enough
Free
to
People do have to,
make
just
it?
to keep the pressure on, they have to keep moving the Fellowship. And then as they're gradually getting more and more through the character deck, they're going to get Bilbos at some point.
Yeah, they
They've
already
got
did
all the blue
Athelas.
tiles.
They
They've got
have There's
tons of-
Another Way. So they're and
Yeah.
3 of the 4 are blue are in? Yeah.
They're gonna get they'll probably get Mithril at some point. So,
Actually.
yeah, the pool is actually looking. Well, actually no, sorry, the drawn tiles are really good. The pool's not so good.
Yeah. But once you throw 3 blues in here, this doesn't look too
blues,
bad.
not a single red. I mean, yeah.
And if you throw in Smeagol, that actually is pretty nice.
Yeah, man.
Gondor leader in Pelargir and another guy in
Actually, there's an
Bree.
argument there for trying to get speed up a little bit so you can get into Mordor before the red tiles start showing up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Lure gets played. Yeah, because he didn't hide.
Who's it gonna be?
Pippin tries to take the ring and is killed for it.
Little Hobbit.
But they killed him. He should still pop out on the map.
Kill.
Right?
I think he does still pop out the map, yeah. Oh, well, not Pippin's day today.
I wonder if Lure does that different. Anyway, whatever. It won't matter. Probably. Fellowship hides. Edoras attacked, of course. Yeah. Okay. And it falls. For no hits back. So, Rohan is dead.
So, I mean, I was cynical about the initial attack on Rohan, but it's worked out. I think Dizzy's done it well.
Quite well, yeah. Fellowship moves. Is hit on the reroll. Good Nazgul. Up and a 3, so we're down to Gollum.
Rice is having a rough hunt.
And then uses Gollum to.
But overall, I think Dizzy's played this since kind of Aragorn's left the Fellowship. Strider left the Fellowship. I think Dizzy's played it well. Like kept things safe, put corruption pressure on. Yeah. Like. I think it's going to be really hard. I mean, it's possible, but a ring victory is going to be really hard for the Free People.
You have to get a pretty lucky Mordor. They used Gollum to reduce the corruption, so.
Yeah, and also, like, how do you win a Free People military? Because all the bases are covered right now.
Many kings all in the south, which makes sense.
So using the mustering cards, well, yeah, I think it's going to be really hard for Price here. I'm not sure.
Fellowship.
Curious to see what Price has got up his sleeve.
Why are you moving
There's going to be a twist in this game. There's going to be a twist.
Stack the guys. I wouldn't have done the Dagger Lad guy because they can just go through Emyn Muil just as easily right now.
Emyn Muil. I'm guessing he's going to move someone to Emyn Muil as well.
Boy. I mean, I guess you're all in on the corruption game.
Yeah, going really all in, yeah. Wow.
Gondor gets in me.
The danger with going that hard in the corruption is that it does really, like, you can really muster Gondor now.
Yeah.
Muster Gondor.
Buckland goes up. They're still thinking. Regular to Pelargir, regular to Bree. So, but what's Bree going to do? Go into bad? I mean.
Because I think the danger is that, like,
yeah, mustering.
Is there a possibility where, like, the Free People get? Oh, yeah, but the thing is, but because Dizzy's being really careful in Mordor as well, now you've got Gorgoroth and Nern all mustered up. Yeah, because I was thinking you could get like a mega stack and maybe go for Mordor, but nah, not with that mustering going on.
You have hit the very weird thing of there are only 3 Sauron units left in the pool, and 3 like you're almost out of plastic, so that no matter where they hit, you can't reinforce.
But that's actually a really smart play, because I think a lot of people in this situation, they just continue playing like normal as Shadow, and they keep just being overly aggressive on the military, whereas Dizzy has just mustered like crazy, taken it slow, which is what you should do.
Yeah, and you've got time to get that red tile in. Gondor puts an elite in Minas Tirith, and there's the red tile. So decent. Free People didn't find a chance to use any of their cards, so they're going to overdraw like mad. They get Bilbo's Song and Scouts. You probably have to decide pretty soon here whether you're going to even try for a Free People. Like, do you throw the Scouts and the Help Unlooked For just so you can keep all the things that help the Fellowship?
Oh, God, you got 2 daylights. Those are good. Maybe you just get rid of the Ent card, to be honest. It's not really got any
Yeah,
value
and
anymore.
Hjorndark's not going to do you any good. Foul Thing from the Deep, an excellent draw for Shadow. Threats and Promises less so, but you've actually got Isengard stuff that's threatening Gondor, so maybe it comes up. One eye allocated, one more rolled. That's much more like what we want. Oh, not ready. Kills the
Gets
scouts.
rid of the scouts. Okay.
And the help unlooked for. Hey!
I still think I probably would have got rid of the Ents there. Although maybe, I mean...
Over the scouts?
Yeah, I just don't see what you're going to do with an Ent card at this point. Are you
Yeah.
really? Is it, maybe Price has an eye on Orthanc.
Yeah,
As a target.
It's not crazy to get it down with 2 end cards. So if you get another one, but you're at hand limit when you're going to get a second one and have both in hand.
And also, it's just so far. Any army to get to Orthanc is so far.
Yeah. So Free Peoples gets enough if they use a ring to get to Mordor. Actually, there's another way works outside Mordor right now, so they can get there with the Palantir. They move.
I don't think I'd be that aggressive though.
Yeah, because you don't have to be hit.
Dizzy, and also Dizzy keeps hitting as well.
Yeesh, and it's a 1 reveal. So Gollum means it's just a 1, so that's nice.
Yeah, I think I would have actually been tempted to reveal there to keep corruption down. Maybe.
Yeah,
I guess. Having said that though, when you are on 5 victory points, the Shadow will get 10 eventually. You do have to worry about speed to some degree.
And as we were saying, maybe you want to get in before the red tiles do. Foul Thing gets played and gets a 3.
Oof. Oh my god.
Palantir puts... We're going to go for the mountain with 4 blue tiles, apparently. Shift around stuff around Mordor. Wild. South. So Minas Morgul goes to South Ithilien, and Gorgoroth goes to Minas Morgul. Okay, sure. The elves think about joining up with Aragorn. Nope, Buckland finally has the 4-2-3 they've dreamt of. I don't know. That's a pretty small army to put with Aragorn, and you just threw your scouts.
I think that army will be okay. I think it's big enough now.
I guess I would say I would hit Osgiliath with probably South Ithilien right now as Shadow, just so Aragorn has to retreat into Minas Tirith, and then I have a fortress on the backswing. Yeah, maybe not.
It's a little bit risky though, because you can just end up throwing. I mean, there's 2 schools of thought. One is just like throw your forces into the meat grinder, get the HP off the board for the Free People, and then because they're going to run out of resources soon enough.
Yeah, how's the Gondor
but the downside is if you're going to do that with 10 and no leadership, you can overcommit and leave a hole in your defenses potentially. Because there is a world where like you can get a mega stack, Shadow has a nightmare roll, and then Gandalf moves to Osgiliath. You have a Gandalf and Aragorn army with 15 HP or something, and then they can just go to take Minas Morgul and Barad-dûr or something.
That's
unlikely,
true.
But that's kind of one of the only ways I can see Price winning this.
You do have 4 wargs sitting in the wings, so Gandalf is weaker than normal.
Yeah,
but Pelargir from the south, no card either side, nobody hits, press to come in. Okay. Leaving nobody is a little scary, but you do have 5 in Umbar.
Where's it going?
Fellowship moves. He's going to try and make the mountain hit again for an eye for a 1 reveal, so you have to reveal. He goes to the one place where there's not rerolls.
I feel bad for Price's game.
And then the Witch King stacks up. Perfect. Keep Gondor in its hole. Bilbo's song is played. Yeah, that's great. Undo some of the fun here. Shift around Nazgul. Yeah, put the Witch King down there. You can.
They're just trying to surround.
Well, I think they might be going for a take Dol Amroth because they feel safe enough.
Yeah. And also, I'm not sure if how much is there left in the Gondor force pool now?
Not much. There's enough for a good dead
One
men,
more elite. Okay.
Yeah.
Dead men would be good.
Regular Lamadon DA. Okay. Well, so kind of turning off dead men, but how likely was that? Although your deck is effectively, you have a good shot of drawing dead men soon. Are they? Are they a sea?
Gilead from North Ithilien. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so the former Witch King army comes in. That's a little odd, but okay. No
They
hits
might
versus...
try to get Dol under siege there, maybe, but...
Oh, yeah. So hits only on Shadow. Press stay. Shadow gets up cards. No cards versus a daylight. Okay, new roll. 2 hits. It's still 2 hits. But 3 back on the Shadow. That's actually that's a lot of Shadow
army
that's not
has
there
melted,
anymore.
man. That army has completely melted. Yeah.
That's
This could be interesting. The next roll.
well, they stopped, so the battle doesn't continue.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, correct.
Yeah, I think that is correct.
Osgiliath from the Witch King this time. Okay, that makes sense. And Deadly Strifes it.
Oh, baby.
Into a daylight.
That's a good daylight. That is a big daylight.
Yeah, they slightly did the cards wacky, but
still kill the man. 2 hits. No, you can't get on. The daylight basically insulates. Aragorn.
So 3 hits both sides, and then impress. Yep. Actually, I'd be strongly tempted to not press, just so they have to spend a dice saving Aragorn.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They use their token to draw a card, and it's a Scouts. Wish you had that 3 hot seconds ago, but yeah. And then draws into Axe and Bow and Tom Bombadil, not very useful cards.
Not quite what you're looking for. Mighty attack, maybe.
A red tile and Stormcrow, so red tile's excellent, right on time. Fellowship okay. So turn 11, probably last one of these. You think Shadow's got it? You think Free People's got it? With
well, I mean, I'm kind of like thinking outside the box here, but the fact Price sent us this game,
yeah,
just makes me think there's some mad Free People stuff that happens.
You could still have the best war crack of anyone ever and end with less corruption than you started.
I mean, is there a world where, like, as I said before, because put it this way, like, the Shadow needs to get 2 more strongholds to win the game, right? The only strongholds that the Shadow can really feasibly get anytime soon are Minas Tirith and Dol Amroth.
Yeah.
Now that the Pelegate army is quite small, that might not be big enough to take Dol Amroth, which might mean that the Free People do have time to go on a mad rampage with Gandalf and Aragorn from Minas Tirith into the depths of Mordor or something like that. That's my kind of thinking.
Yeah, or maybe there's some world where the Dew Line gets the Northwest gets Gundabad.
I mean, that army. Well, I mean that's certainly something you can do. Like when you're moving I'm presuming, like hypothetically, like a Gandalf and Aragorn army from Minas Tirith, you can send the Hobbit army up to Gundabad so that the Shadow has to split their resources in defense.
Yeah.
And but this is all dependent on Dol Amroth holding, so it's a bit hypothetical. And Corsairs hasn't been drawn yet, so that could really screw things up for the Free People.
Yeah. One eye allocated to, and I think all that's analysis is right on point. 1 eye allocated, 2 eyes rolled again.
The other option is send Aragorn on a mad rampage towards Orthanc, take back Helm's Deep, but the problem is there's that big fat 9-stack army in Fold.
Yeah, that'd be... Although you'll probably get a couple field battles on the way back out.
Yeah, but you could go to Druiden, scout to Eastern Met, and then kind of go around. Like there's
enough Rohan army left to muster that you would be able to recoup your losses.
Okay, that's a lot of character dice.
Yeah. So hides. Okay. Lamadon. Ooh, that's seems ambitious. Playing a card. So a Great Horse versus advantageous. So that's nicely dodged.
Good advantageous. 1,
Good. All gone.
3. I think that's all dead. Very dead. That army that now needs a Corsairs to have any chance of taking.
Drawn to Olokai.
Olokai helps.
Yep.
That helps.
Oh. The Hobbits are on the march.
Hobbits are going to Isengard.
Yeah. So much for taking the Hobbits to Isengard. The Hobbits are taking Isengard.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like it. After spending all that time up there.
Okay, doing the
So
slow
you
way, sending.
leaving Umbar empty just smacks of sadness incoming, but oh, there's the retreat with Aragorn and a whole bunch of elites.
Oh, yep. So he's going to tuck into it. Then he's going to scouts. He's
Druiden
probably
from
going to go
Fold,
to.
yep. So assumably here's the scouts. Yep. Devilry couldn't be played there. Yep. So scouts away.
This is exactly what I said might happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said Druiden scouts to Eastern Met.
Ooh, an Elven Ring. Oh, never mind. No Elven Ring. Retake Westamnet.
Oh, he's now he's got the jumps, and now we can definitely take back Helm's Deep, which buys him a lot of time.
Yeah, but not with these dice, right?
No,
Especially with the shadow already has.
Palantir can't do anything. So.
Yeah, and both sides have a ring.
Now, do you use Olokai in Helm's Deep?
Yeah, that's a thought. So some cards. Ents Awake. Oh yeah. Because you had the Ents card you saved all this time. So
Oh baby.
only one hit, two back. Kind of rough rolls for the free people. You'd like to get a little bit better there, and then you just muster it back on up. So a regular in Westamnet and make Minister with a 5 stack
straight away.
Yep,
nice.
that's
And
nice.
I presume he'll use the ring to probably attack into Helm's Deep. I guess.
I would assume so. Shelob gets put in. I mean, it's a Palantir. What else are we going to do with it? I would probably draw. Fellowship's not getting to Mordor this round, and cards look like they're going to be important in a hot sec. Maybe even Ologhai and Helm's Deep.
Yeah, I mean the thing about that army, the Free People's Army, is you've just got to grind it down. So even that one extra HP in Helm's Deep could make a really big difference, because that could be an extra 2 rounds of combat trying to kill those mofo's with Aragorn army.
Yeah, and actually for my comment, Elven Ring to get Fellowship into Mordor. Do they get hit? They do not.
Oh, interesting.
Thank goodness
Using
for
the ring
them.
to go for Mordor. Okay.
5 corruption going into Mordor.
I'm guessing it's going to be Ologai.
And the shadow uses.
Nope. Oh, he's going to attack. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
just
I think that's
everything
good.
At it.
I think that's good because they won't be able to retreat over Helm's Deep.
No, I agree. I think that's good as well. I think that's a good play. You just got to weaken that army however you can.
Mighty attack. Okay. Why is
Dizzy's
it 4
rolling.
versus 5? Oh, because there's only 4 guys. So a lot of hits. 3 versus
Ooh,
2.
Not great.
Yeah,
that's really. He's not having great dice here. Yeah, that's why I think using the Fellowship is fine, but I would have prioritized getting into Helm's Deep over anything, just because. Yeah, this could have happened.
Well, and then you're on a muster point, because right now you're being pressed off your only muster point unless you stay and fight.
Bryce is staying. He's staying. Wow.
No card. 2 hits coming in, both sides. Up 3 hits back on Shadow, which Shadow's not happy about, but.
Now he stops. Okay, so this is kind of now all that army can do is take Helm's Deep. It can do nothing else. It can't.
I think I might have pressed that stack into the ground. 2 more dice coming in. I just want less free people on the map. I don't care about 2 more regulars in Fold right now.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
If you get 1 more hit, that'd be
the only benefit that army provides is a potential Shadow Lengthens, Shadows Gather point.
It makes it so taking Edoras, is a thing you have to do as opposed to just a free thing. Yeah. Draw there a Brave Stand and Imrahil. Imrahil actually quite a good draw here. I think they have the 1 elite and leader left, so they have perfect draw, Imrahil. Yeah. Fellowship gets to the mountain, and the pool looks like. Did they get the eyes?
I mean, it's the kind of pool. If he gets Mithril, that could be.
There we go. Okay, so there's the hunt pool.
There's a lot of bad tiles in there.
Yeah, but
there are 5 perfect tiles.
Yeah. That's on 5's all you need.
Yeah, you just need to draw,
a 0, 0, 0, -1, -2.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. All right. Oh, cruel weather 1 turn late. As usual. And Shadows Gather. So speaking of benefit of Shadows, because this North Athelian army would be great.
Yeah, maybe he sends that there. Chases.
All right. Or you could use it to reinforce Lamadon. That might be the better play.
There's only 2 movement, though. Because he'll probably have Shadow Lengthen soon as well.
Yeah. Yep. 1 eye allocated. 2 more rolled. At least you're consistent. You're +6 on eyes right now. The rest have mostly evened out, but +6 on eyes. Free people. Up a turn for running up Mordor, but not against 3 eyes.
I'm guessing Helm's Deep attack. Helm's Deep.
Muster first.
High. Oh yeah, muster first. Okay, good
Yeah,
chat.
that's fine. Split up. Oh, just straight up move out of Asgiliath with.
Yeah, I think at this point.
With a muster die? Or what'd they do that with?
Oh wait, yeah. How did that happen?
I'm confused how that happened.
Undoes. Anyway.
I don't know.
Something happened.
A little unclear there. All right. Sorry. What happened to your dice? You killed it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think he didn't actually use a die there.
Yeah. Okay. We undo all the fun.
I think he meant to change the die.
Okay. Here we go. Army dice to move to Druidin and Osgiliath. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Muster in.
Yeah. Oh,
Rohan
there was
again.
still 2 more elites in the. I didn't realize there were that many elites left in the.
Yeah,
pool.
yeah.
Wow. Okay, that
there's...
changes things quite significantly. I thought that that it was out of elites, so there's 1 left with this. Wow. Okay. That army is once
regulars.
Again pretty big.
So
okay.
all what 10, 11 plastic left for the free people. Army units wise.
So
to
okay,
Eastimnet and to Pelargir, or not, or maybe to Asgiliath and Eastimnet. Okay.
Have to go for Helm's Deep now.
You gotta. HD. Yep. There you go. Leave 1 just to make them fight for it. Yep. Especially since they have only a hybrid left.
Yep. Olokai
into HD. Nice. I haven't said those words basically ever.
Okay.
Helm's Deep attack. Brave Stand, assumably. Yep.
Yep.
And 1 hit versus 1 back. You really don't want that as free people.
That
Stop.
Really helps.
You don't
really
have.
Helps.
Actually, the Shadow could have Devilried.
Oh yeah, they could have. That's perfect. Yeah.
Westimnet from Eastimnet. No card, no hits. Well.
Oh, nice. Bit of reinforcement to Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
Okay, well now he has to take it this go, basically.
Yeah, you'd really want to, right? Because he's going to get the mouth and then attack, right? Assumably.
I suppose he has got 2 rounds, but then he could. I suppose he could in theory use a ring.
Oof, 3 hits. Yeah. And there it goes. Helm's Deep is back in the free peoples. You get the mouth. Yep, that's good. And then the Fellowship does its 1 move and gets a 0. Elven Cloaks.
Price was definitely due some luck in the hunt. So
that's
okay. No, just 4 more perfect cut tiles to go.
I would be getting pretty darn nervous as Shadow right now, even though the hunt pool is 1 red tile makes you feel so much better as Shadow at this point. And HD gets put under, I suppose, but is it going to fall? I really doubt it.
No, don't think so. Oh, Mithril, that's
Mithril's
huge.
a good draw. Power 2 Great might come up, I guess. No Quarter probably is more helpful.
Yeah, I think so.
Palantir of Orthanc. That might actually be worth playing to just dig for the last red tiles.
Yeah, I think so. I think just dig for all of the character stuff that's left in the deck. I think Isildur's is probably still out there.
Yeah. And Rage of the Dunlendings to defend Moria actually could be pretty good. If it comes to that.
Candles hasn't been played. Isildur's hasn't been played. I don't think.
Correct, I believe.
So there's still a few decent-ish cards left. Plus red tiles. I think there's 2 more red tiles out there as well.
Yeah. I feel like there's 1 more.
All it takes is 1
red tile.
Well, I suppose you've got Mithril. But if Price hits one bad eye, one red tile, then it's going to be very hard to get over the line, I think.
Yeah. All right. 1 eye allocated, 2 eyes rolled. Why stop the train now? And a very nice roll for the free people. Enough to move some and enough to defend all the other things.
Well, as free people, you have to just move straight away.
Yep, you gotta. Oh, woof. I mean, the hunt pool is about as bad as it could get. They throw in one more red. Is it that much worse?
I suppose, actually, yeah. Maybe in this instance, because there's the 3 eyes in there.
Yeah.
My instinct is generally to always move first, though.
I agree. Palantir gets played, and North Dunland is attacked from the Hobbit. Sure.
Nice.
Okay. No card.
He just wants to do something.
He did. And you get to use the no scouring of the Shire. He has the shower. The Shire is scourging Isengard. Rage of the Dunlandings is mistakenly played in the middle of nowhere, and then nothing.
That's rather appropriate.
So just Isengard into Orthanc. They're terrified of those hobbits. South Dunland is attacked and absolutely demolished with 5 hits.
Wow.
Overused your hits.
Does that mean Rage of the Dunlandings just literally cannot be played now?
I think it can. It just pops 2 guys up and does nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Right. So you can still play it.
Which you could put them in Cardalon and go take a free Shire.
Oh, yeah.
Like they have a muster left, but that'd be quite the move. North wants blood, apparently.
North wants
puts
blood.
An elite into Orthanc. Yep, they're just terrified. The North Army's coming, boys. And Dale moves out. That's terrifying. You could just relieve HD, honestly. Does he have help? I think he put help unlooked for a while back, yeah. Okay. Orthanc from Gap, so whoa.
Orthanc 2 Gap, he's attacking out from.
You madman.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I think that's like there's nothing to gain for the Shadow from doing that.
Yeah.
He's probably worried. He's probably thinking this is the Shadow, so the free people trying to liberate Helm's Deep. Yeah. But if this goes badly, it opens up Orthanc.
Which it did. You get 4 hits back on you. Oh, man. Although a 4-1-3, is that really enough to take a 0-2-3? It's tight.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you put it under siege and then draw a couple of Ent cards. I think there must be a couple.
Ents would do it. Yep. Orthanc's under.
Yeah, put it under siege, draw an Ent card, get it down to say hypothetically 2 HP, and then you can finish it off probably.
Yep.
Certainly. Or they have to send their army from HD over to Orthanc.
Shadows Gather. Where are you going to? Lamadon?
Where's Lam?
Oh. You could do Dol Guldur to Westamnet, but don't do that with Dale there.
No.
Osgiliath to Westamnet. That kind of makes sense. So you're just giving up on the military victory for Shadow. You're just trying to prevent the Free People's military victory.
I guess it's kind of simultaneously trying to take back Helm's Deep and also defend Orthanc, maybe?
Well, Aragorn's pigeon-holed now.
Yeah.
If you could get him dead, they'd lose a die, I guess. And you're Palantiring Shadows Gather with a Palantir.
But all the time you're doing this, you're giving the Free People time to just get a ring victory.
And here they step up the mountain for an eye. Do they redraw? They redraw.
Ooh, I'm not sure that's worth it.
2. I think you reveal to soak. Yep. So the eye goes back in. And then
not sure I would have mithrilled when there are still, 2 red cards in there.
But you go to 8 and revealed.
That's pretty bad, to be fair. You're right. Yeah.
With effectively the same pool.
Yeah, I think it was
unfortunate but necessary.
It was fine, but there is a reasonable chance there that you also, you mithril into a worse or the same thing. I think I would have saved Mithril personally.
And he does have There's Another Way still pending, so
that's true. That's good.
It's tighter than it looked like it might have been.
Definitely.
Mirror and Eomer. Eomer cannot be done under siege, but otherwise, and you're basically out of Rohan, guys. Oh, Wormtongue can help
Wormtongue.
defend Orthanc. Ooh, now New Powers Rising you can play under siege.
Oh, that is huge. Of course, that is really big. Okay.
Fellowship, okay. 1 eye allocated. How many eyes
What?
will we roll today? 2 more. Consistency.
It must be like an average of 2.5 eyes per turn or something like that.
Yeah, 110 action dice, 25 of them eyes. So whatever that is. So roughly a quarter of your dice have been eyes.
Jesus.
And there's a great Free People's rule. Now, do you take Orthanc or move? Or hide?
I don't think I would try and take. I think the army can take Orthanc right now. You'd have to get very lucky too. So I think you would just kind of sit there and let the shadow waste their time. And
Yeah.
I'd probably play. There is another way.
Yeah. And then maybe move. Yeah, play the. Well, I'd love to hide with and then move with There Is Another Way. Because then it doesn't go in the box.
Oh yeah, good shout. Yeah,
So
that's really good. Well,
Oh, they're
it only
going for
makes sense if you
Orthanc.
want to move twice, doesn't it?
Orthanc strategy card Valor, I guess. Yep, Valor.
Valor, okay.
1 hit, 1 back. You have 1 press. Here's your 1 press.
Gonna need a bit of a miracle here.
A no quarter. Here's the no
That
quarter.
could be big. That could be big.
2
Oh.
and with the no quarter, it's a good. Oh no, it's not. You're just hitting on 6s.
Needs one more hit.
Oh, jeez.
Needs one more hit.
And 1 back. So, and then Orthanc from assumably Ford's, and they cruel as death and kill them. Take 3 back, but Orthanc is liberated. Surely move a couple in just in case hence, but
I guess I think it was probably worth going for it actually, because if you don't take it, the same thing ultimately happens. They attack into you, you probably die anyway. So
yeah, but you're not going to lose the military game this turn. Well, you still have plenty of dice to do the exact same thing you're going to do in the.
Yeah, but ultimately, Price's mission is to waste time, and if he takes Orthanc, he wastes even more time.
DA's put under. Probably won't fall, especially with Prince Imrahil just showing up, and that's the end of the Gondor pool. So there are 2 Rohan guys left, 4 North guys left, and the dwarves still don't think they should go to war.
Pesky dwarves.
Although, Ered Luin got the memo.
Yeah, those guys are just like, well, why did we?
Yeah, what was the North told us we should go to war? Witch King pops over to HD and okay, all his buddies join him.
Without any elites there, that's just going to be so slow. Oh, he's got Gron though, I guess. Yeah.
Dead men. Oh yeah, the dead men. And and you have no regulars left to actually take it.
Oh, that's a shame.
What are we doing? What did you do with it?
Can we pause quickly because I really need to go to the toilet?
Yeah. Okay, we're back, and this game is going long, so I hope you all took that break to go as well. I did figure it out while you were gone. The will was used to draw Men of Dunharrow, not play Men of Dunharrow.
Oh, okay. So he's fishing for
Anything
some kind of other
for
nice.
the.
Well, all the blues and There Is Another Way
And
and Bilbo's and there's nothing left.
And
in terms
Athelas.
of,
Yeah, there's nothing
there's
left.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
And there's no men.
Maybe
of
there's
Gondor.
another card that Price wants from a military perspective that I can't think of.
Yeah, no men of Gondor left, so you can't even retake Pelargir with dead men.
So sad.
Yeah. It'd be fun if it spawned guys from the dead pool. That'd be really thematic.
That would be thematic, yeah.
Anyway, Mouth is flipped to attack Helm's Deep. Shadow plays a card. They both play a card. Heroic Death versus Foul Stench. Okay, yeah, that's actually a good Foul Stench.
I probably want to keep dead men just to evacuate Aragorn in case he's in danger.
To save the die. That's a good point.
Yeah.
1 hit on the incoming, 1 hit on the outgoing. So takes
Nice.
the Gondorian leader. Moves out from Minas Tirith to Lossarnach, threatening to retake Pelargir manually.
Very nice.
And then
Just
Karak
wasting.
goes to Old Forest Road. That is a nothing burger, but you had another half move. Why not? Shadow is then forced to defend Pelargir with the one Osgiliath Orc, and then goes ahead and reinforces Helm's Deep. Sure.
Yeah, that's good play. Just wasting a half movement, wasting time.
As opposed to letting the Shadow get an attack on Helm's Deep in.
Exactly.
I would have... And they have 2 Palantirs to play with the Palantir of Orthanc in play, so that's good for Shadow.
He's evacuating.
Evacuated. Yep. And you did hide.
Now we can kill that guy.
And you killed the guy.
That's beautiful.
Which means you get to retake Pelargir.
That is such a nice little piece of play.
That's hilarious.
So he has to do the retake manually, but that's really funny.
Grond gets played.
Okay, Gronding it's a lot safer now that Aragorn's gone. But
yes, it's still very scary. You have a Devilry.
Great Host is probably good here. I'd probably play Great Host first because 10 against 4, you're almost definitely going to get value out of that.
Yeah, I'm debating whether Devilry would be better first.
But then you maybe.
Yeah, either way. Why did he draw a card?
I was guessing. Oh, Palantir. He played Palantir, right?
Okay, so you drew a card, then you Palantir, and okay, that's the better way to do that with 2 Palantirs available.
So yeah, goes to the Devilry first,
and then they have the same.
You draw the card when the Palantir's been resolved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something did feel off about that. Yeah,
I just assumed he was just doing them in the other order. Use a Palantir to draw, then use a Palantir to Grond.
Oh no! He was using the Palantir of Orthanc's ability before the fight.
Which is not correct. So Devilry, it's still good. So not when you roll that, but then it re-roll 2. So 2 between them is fair. 1 back on Shadow, and with that, now you're fairly confident in life.
Yeah.
A Relentless.
Okay, going for Relentless Assault.
That's a hair scary.
And then trying to use the Grey Host to finish it off.
Only get 1 bonus hit from the Relentless, 2 back. Getting a little scary. I guess you could Great Host.
Should Great Host should work if you know.
Yeah.
Unless you're very unlucky.
And there it is. They're taken out manually. So.
Perfect. Nicely done.
So, that's you're back up to 5, the place you were, 3 rounds ago.
But God, it's really tricky in Gondor now.
So now you should draw.
Bryce wasted so much time by doing the Helm's Deep take back.
I do think they forgot the Palantir of Orthanc draw from that.
Ironically.
No, never mind. They got Day Without Dawn. They got Day Without Dawn for it.
Okay.
And then they drew manually for Nazgul Strike. Okay. Which doesn't matter.
Oh, Challenge of the King.
That could be big.
Be very big.
But he has to be with an army. So I guess he just moves to the Lost Arnak guy moves in, and then he's with an army. So
yeah. I think that's worth it. I don't think having even the 6th dice is that important right now. It's probably more important to try and shrink the pool.
Yeah. Dunk this turn or next, probably next. Guards doesn't do anything, but yeah. All right. Isildur's Bane shows up.
Isildur's Bane.
Yep, that'll be good. And Denethor's Folly.
Bane. Imagine if after this it's just like a, Shelob Isildur's.
Yeah.
Snipe.
Yeah. Well, or you challenge the king, take 2 eyes out, and then they draw something else. Why'd I get those eyes out of the pool?
Yeah. Well, that is the thing. I have seen that before, where you play Challenge of the King, shrink the pool, and then it means that they're more likely to hit a red tile as a result of doing that. I think I won a game because someone did that against me once.
1 eye allocated and Miracle of Miracles no more rolled. So that's actually a good turn for maybe a dunk rush. And that's the roll to do it with. You move with the will, surely. Well, there is another way with the will, right? Ooh, he's going to risk Day Without Dawn. Especially with such small decks left, that's pretty risky, but there is another way with a Palantir and gets Smeagol helps Nice Master.
Oh, that's very big. Okay. Well, he's definitely going to move twice this turn against 1 eye, especially with having played no eye in the box.
Sure.
Bryce could win it this turn. This could be it.
Yeah, Nirn to Gorgoroth, Farhad to Nirhad, because why not? Move with
He's
the
going.
Fellowship. Gets File.
Oh! I mean, I did say like you just hit 4 out of 5 perfect tiles.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It's easy.
Just do
It's
that.
easy. Just do that, mate. Easy. You could have
So
done this ages ago, Bryce. Why did you take? Why are you wasting so much time? Just
yeah, so he had a 0, an I, which he made into a 2, a -1, a -2.
Wow. So 3 out of 4. Well, 3 out of 5 blue tiles. Quite unreal.
And only the Reds stop the victory now. We move armies that probably won't matter.
I mean,
We try
Price
a
did
dunk.
have very. I mean, that's unless it's a red. Unless it's a red, that's GG.
Yep. And that's it.
Wow.
And you
Wow.
end
Just
with
it kind of
less
quite
corruption than you
suddenly.
went in with.
That is rare. That is very rare. Wow. That's. I didn't expect it to end this turn. It's funny how abruptly that happened. I mean, to be honest, it's not looking good for the Shadow Military anyway.
Yeah.
I think the Shadow would.
There's no way
I mean,
you win this round with Shadow.
It would have to be something. Yeah, I don't see how it's possible.
Like
I guess if you had a Corsairs, Westerondor moves back to Umbar, Corsairs into Dol Amroth, you get a lucky takedown in 1, and then the 8 and the 3 somehow take down Minas Tirith. But then you've also got to take back Pelargir, and that's awkward. And yeah, it's just.
Yeah, there's no way it happens. You'll win a round
I mean,
or two from now.
they could win next turn. Yeah. But they can't win this turn realistically.
And they didn't even need to Day Without Dawn the one will.
I'm surprised, actually, looking back, I'm surprised that Dizzy didn't have a go at Isildur's Bane.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why didn't
I would have definitely at least given it a shot. I mean, it's
but
when
what's the best that happens? You hit if you hit the blue tile, I guess. But even then,
we'll put it this way: like if you play Isildur's Bane and you hit, it's a long shot. But if you hit a blue tile, it removes the blue tile.
Yeah.
If you hit Shelob, you could win you the game.
But they were at 5. Even if you Shelob 6, it doesn't actually win you.
1,
I mean,
2,
it probably
3,
wins
4,
you, but
5, 6 takes you up to 9, and then that means that an eye kills. No, it doesn't actually. You're right.
yeah.
Maybe Innisaldur's is completely useless actually.
Well, they
boy.
they haven't taken the
Could have used
corruption.
Innisaldur's after the first move.
Yeah, after the first,
That would have made more sense.
because then if
As just yeah.
wacky, what a game!
I mean, what a game. Like small, fine margins. I was thinking, what mistakes did Dizzy make in the kind of mid game? Because it looked like Dizzy had kind of a stranglehold on the game. I think probably just allowing that Minas Tirith army to build up so much. I think honestly, something as small as putting the Fold army in Druiden might have won Dizzy the game.
Not letting Minas Tirith escape to Eastamnet.
Because if that Fold army, which was a 9 HP army with 4 leaders in it, at least, I don't think that, it was about a 9-stack Aragon army as well. I don't think it can survive an attack into Druiden, and like it can't brute force its way through.
Not in a way that matters,
No, so because of the way the dice ended up, it meant that because of the scouts and the bloody blah, something as small as having that army one spot closer to Druiden could have made all the difference.
And I would say don't attack out of Orthanc to gap. I don't think that was a necessary step there.
Yeah, I don't think in the grand scheme of things that made such a big difference, but I don't think that was worth it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Your thing is better because the Minas Tirith or Helm's Deep wouldn't have been in trouble if it hadn't been for that.
Yeah, I also think maybe when Dizzy moved that whole stack with the Witch King away from Minas Tirith to Eastern Immin Muil, that's I get that you're going hard on corruption, but I would have still left the Witch King in Western Immin Muil or whatever to try to join them up with the Fold army and Druiden and try and pressure Minas Tirith because
and
you're moving
Nazgul too.
Yeah, you're moving a load of HP and your big boss man away from the kind of main focus of your potential victory points.
Ended only on +5 on eyes, but it felt like eyes were everywhere all the time.
Yeah.
Except the one turn where it mattered at the very end.
It did make it tricky for Dizzy because when you have that, when you have that few attacks, it limits your options a bit. But I think over the course of the game, given how I mean, what turn are we on right now?
15.
15. There we go. There was time. There was time.
Find the time. Well, thank you so much for joining in a dual cast. I've enjoyed doing this, and maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and thanks to Price and Dizzy for sharing.
Very much so.
Really fun game.
Yeah, thank you for the share. All right, everybody, that's it from me, and I'll see you all in the next one.